Hi everyone. Um, this is Business Communication 2000. This is the live Canvas conference, so a few people had trouble making it. And yes, it is optional, but I thought I would put together a short video to go ahead and pretend like you guys are here and put out the information that I think is super duper important that you have. So I'm going to post it, and I'm also going to email it to you within Canvas. All right, so let's look at the slides. All right, if you could have come, I was wanting to know what your thoughts were right now about the material so far that you've completed or that you have covered. What questions or thoughts, I call them wonderings, just to get a smile out of you, is going through your mind right now. And the overview of the agenda is that we're going to talk about the final exam, and then the final presentation, the poll, and miscellaneous tasks, okay, that you have yet to do. So let's talk about the final exam. When you get ready for the final exam to study for it, there is in the chapters that I'm going to suggest that if you can, go over. You can use the index for help, and within each week there's a list. So let's start with the list first. All the way down week 12, which is when you find right here, 11.0, Introduction. You click on it, you find some really good information. Here's a final exam study guide. Here are flashcards for each chapter, the ones that we went through or that you feel a little less iffy about. Here's chapter 2, chapter review quiz. You have the option to display all the questions or one at a time, and you go start assignment. And then you can go through here. People listen, web conferencing, listening to your superior on the job. Social interaction involves 4 space zones. All right. And so they're about 25 questions. And what this does is help you know what you don't know. And then here's review. Okay. Email the results. Okay. And here it corrects you, gives you an answer. Okay. So that's that. I think it's pretty cool. Flashcards. Of course, you need to figure out how you can do this and still have time for everything else, and that's your call, not anybody else's. So anytime, anywhere in the office is the term first. And show the definition. An office requires only a mobile and a wireless computer. I don't know, but that's what it says. There are 66 definitions. So there is that. All right. Now, we're going up. Use the index for help. All right. So what we're going to do is look down here at the study guide. And so understand the characteristics of successful job candidates. Improve listening skills. Okay, that should be one. So listening skills improve. So let's look at your textbook. And we said, which one, listening skills? Yeah, improving listening skills. Okay, listening skills. Clarifying, avoid interrupting, identify importance. So improving, you kind of, here it is, improving. So on page 62, all right, is improving. So then you could go, just write that down. I would just write that down. I'm trying to find it again. Oh, right here. I would put just dash 62. Okay. And just go through the index in this list and just find, if you can find it kind of quick, fine, great. If not, you've got, all right. And so that's one way you can do it. The other way you can help study for the test, so you have a study guide, you have the quizzes that will help you, you have finding information from the study guide in the index, all right? Other thing is, at the end of each chapter is objectives. And you can, of the chapters we talked about, you can kind of figure out what's going on. I would just go here and put like page 99 to 130, if that's what objective 1 is. And then the same thing, well, then it would help you, because if this ended at 130, then this is going to be 131. And just go through to where, if you make a list of your learning objectives for each chapter real quick, if you do nothing more than say number 1 and pick out proposals and components of proposals, formal and grant proposals, business plans, and then you put the page numbers, that will tell you where you can find that information where objective 3 is in the chapter. The thing is to figure out how you can get the best information you can, kind of down and dirty, so that you can do things within the 2 hours. Okay. Index for help, end of chapters within. Okay, yeah. So we did that. All right, so let's talk about final presentation 9.4. We're supposed to be going over it this week and working on your draft. So here's presentation 9.4. 9.4, final presentation draft. Start working on the draft and prepare for your peer review. And so do not complete it. The purpose is to let you work on your rough draft so that you can submit it to your peer group, see what they have to say, and then you can complete it then. If you want to complete it, that's fine. It's your choice. Just however you want to do it. Final presentation instructions is review the zooming in activity on page 106. Follow the directions below. That's the stuff down here, okay? Not the directions in your textbook. There are 2 steps to this presentation. You have to write a report and you prepare a PowerPoint presentation based on your report. Okay, so they kind of go hand in hand. Report and references are to be in APA format. Additionally, grammar and spelling is an important part, and for help with APA citation, you go to Appendix C. I've enabled Turnitin, which is a tool to check for plagiarism. That doesn't mean I expect you to plagiarize. It's to help you know what parts you may have copied and forgot to cite. Okay? Turnitin may state it's plagiarism, but then when I go and look at it and I see quotations and I see an in-text citation, no, it's not. Okay, so I look at everything. Check your work to make sure you've done the citations and you've put in the in-text citations. You can also go to Purdue Online Writing Lab, that's what AL stands for, to help you. So here's what the written report's about for the base. You have to write a report and prepare a PowerPoint presentation about the communication and social media strategy that Walmart's using to spread the news about their sustainability effort. This, according to U.S. EPA, sustainability is, and here's the definition of sustainability. Now, you are to review Walmart's sustainability strategy. Now, there's a ton of sites out there, but this is the one that I found the easiest, that I kind of went, they're doing this? I didn't know they were doing this. To me, this has to be one of Walmart's darkest, well, first off, it's one of their most marketing errors, because they don't let people know that they're doing this. It's a best kept secret. So, your task is, and you've had this all quarter, where this says your task is, as part of a team, make-believe team, you are working to create a communication strategy. You should consider, here's the question, how should Walmart spread the news about its sustainability policies to reach the broader public and young people in particular? Note examples of paper and PowerPoint presentation in the Election Assignment video tab. You may need earbuds to hear the audio. Some students tell me they do, some don't. So first thing, 2 to 3 page report, not including the cover page and the reference page. Chapter 11 will help you with writing reports. You need to Explain the pros and cons of at least 3 social media strategies and why you selected those strategies for Walmart that you did. And then submit this report in essay format, double-space, professional appearance. So let's look at it. All right, so this is just kind of a rough draft throw together thing, a little spur of the moment. I just came up with 3 social medias. And so I had some students last quarter really have time understanding this, and it caused them to rewrite their paper if to get the grade that they wanted. It was kind of rushed for them, and I felt so sorry. So I thought I would do an extra mile to make sure. So Facebook, that's the only one I'm really familiar. I know what Twitter is. I know what Pinterest. I never do these 2. Facebook. So you have, so it says 1 of 3, right? At least 3 social media strategies. Okay, so say Facebook. The thing is why should Walmart post and use Facebook to discuss their sustainability? You know, and again, their target market is young people, the broader public, and young people in particular, both the good and the bad. 2 to 3 sentences minimally within a paragraph. Okay, but this must be a complete paragraph. And complete paragraph is 6 to 7 sentences total. Okay. Then if you use Twitter, again, same thing. Why should Walmart post and use Twitter to discuss their sustainability? 2 to 3 sentences minimally regarding Twitter, but it has to be a complete paragraph. Okay. And if you can figure out, if you know Pinterest, like same thing as above, 2 to 3 sentences about social media, 6 to 7 sentences for the complete. So this 2 to 3 sentences is about the social media. Okay. 2 to 3 sentences is how often you actually mention, discuss by name social media for that paragraph or for that, okay? By name, the social media, okay? You have to have 3. And I'm going to put this in red. Okay? And then the PowerPoint presentation that's based on the report above, be sure to include title slide, introduction slide, why you wrote the report. This is like a whole paragraph or 2, or bullets after an introduction, a couple lines. 7 to 8 slides that covers the material above, pros and cons of social media strategy. Pros and the cons, that's why there's so many sentences. What's the good part about it? What's the bad part? And why you selected the strategies for Walmart that you did. All right, so this is easily, this pros and cons, and here comes from up here, if you notice, pros and cons and why you select, same thing. So you do this, and then you put it into here, summary slide and reference. Okay, if you have questions, ask me. This is worth 20% of your grade. You need to ask, okay? All right, let's see where we're at. Body conclusion references. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about peer reviews, not too much. You should have done some peer reviews week 5, and that's the reason I got that for you so that you can kind of see how it worked. Basically, peer reviews is where you submit your paper into a discussion that's been set up for peer reviews. And you're only going to see the people that is in your group. You're not going to see the whole class. So you're going to just do that and just switch papers. I'm going to show you where you find your groups and infographic you've used before, and it will help you do the presentation. Now, if we've done this live, I was going to ask you what resources do you have for help and answer questions so that you know when is the final presentation due and what is the purpose of peer reviews and how do peer reviews work. So we're going to go look at 9.4. Sorry, not 9.4, 10. Okay, here's your peer review discussion, 10.4. All right, it is graded. You get 20 points for doing this. Submission of final presentation draft due to peer review groups no later than Wednesday, March 7th. Okay, so that's this coming Wednesday. Respond to peers submitted drafts due Sunday, March 11th. So you're going to put your stuff out there for your group to look at and make comments. And you have to have, whoever you're reviewing, you have to have your comments made and posted back to them by Sunday. And your final presentations due March 18th, week 11. You're going to be assigned to discussion groups of 3 to 4. That may change. It may be like 2 to 3. You'll only see your peer groups, and you're going to be evaluating their drafts. It has to get to them by Wednesday, March 7th, week 10. So this coming Wednesday. That's why I gave you a whole week to work on it and then finish it up. And it's a draft, but have it as close to what you'd like as possible. And when you evaluate your peers' documents, you're going to be looking at the value of the document, discuss your analysis of the written report, refer to what you learned in week 9, chapter 12. Was the information organized logically? Is it easy to follow? In other words, does it make sense? Was the conclusion objective-free and bias-free? And discuss 2 methods that was used to organize the report data and information. Again, you can refer back to chapter 12. Then, when you get all this done and you rewrite your draft, and it's not a draft anymore, you need to do your presentations. Some of your peers may do their presentation. If they do, it's still submitted back to them by March 11th. Okay. If they didn't, no big deal, because they may be waiting on your comments. Your final presentations due Sunday, March 18th. Okay. So let's look at the PowerPoint. All right. Student survey evaluations. I'm going to show you in a minute the sample paper I have. You know, if you've been at Harrison College for a while, you know the student survey evaluations towards the 10th or 11th week of school. It is super duper important. We do look at it. They get forwarded to me. I look at it. It's where I can tell what worked, what didn't work, what could I tweak to make it better for you. Remember, if you have questions, to talk to me. And the last day to submit work is, I told you, but let me tell you again. So I thought I told you. The quarter is over March 25th. Okay, final exams due here. I mean, your final presentations due here, your final exams here. Okay? Okay, all right, let's look at this example. She did really good. There's a couple things that she needed to improve on, but I liked it because it wasn't perfect. Okay, so Walmart sustainability. The header's not right for APA, but she tried. All right, so she's given an introduction right here. Remember, I told you about so things not is technically considered plagiarism. She put quotes there, and then did an in-text citation there. So that's what I mean by in-text citation. And again, the Purdue Online Writing Lab can help. Harrison College Library, I've been told, can help you. All right, so her first one is Facebook. Her first paragraph is talking about Facebook and some information she found out about a special thing that Walmart's going to be doing. And so just to kind of give you information about Walmart and how they're changing. And this is a little information about Facebook and Walmart being Facebook's page. Okay. Then in her second paragraph, we're still under Facebook, so it's still okay. Walmart uses Facebook as one of the social media avenues for product advertisement. But their mission is to increase sustainability. It's not included on their Facebook page. So that's her analysis. In other words, it's not there. It should be, but it's not there because your task is to discuss sustainability Walmart to spread the news. And she's saying, okay, I chose Facebook, but they're not doing it. Once they do it, okay, add Google Assistant and give them the opportunity to introduce it and make consumers aware of their mission. And she goes on to explain that a little bit more about green supporters and that type of thing. And so she suggested Twitter. Now, I showed you down here, should include information about sustainability. She would lose points on this paragraph. She is talking about Twitter. Walmart does have the advantage of posting Twitter to look followers of sales. Yes, she does, but she doesn't say anything about sustainability, and there should be at least a couple of sentences about sustainability in here. What does Twitter, how would Twitter help them with their sustainability, getting the word out? That's the whole thing, is how does these social media sites help Walmart let the public, how do they market that? How do they tell your next door neighbor who likes Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn that, hey, they're doing some recycling, they're doing sustainability, they have, solar panels to help be sustainable and not use the environment so much. And she blew it on this one. LinkedIn is the third social website that she selected. So Walmart has 929,000 followers, so she quotes, and there it is. And so their mission stated on the first line, we help people save money. So then it goes, this mission serves as the foundation in sustainability. They clearly took the opportunity to immediately state they have a sustainability mission. And then she's writing the summary, okay, about what she thought about it. And then here, this is correct referencing APA format, all right? So it's not a perfect example, but it is an example. All right, I think that's everything. Let's see. We did that, final exam, final presentation. Okay, I'm going to post this and also email it to you in Canvas. This will be posted in the week 10 video, lecture and video with the other information that's in there. Like I said, I'm going to also email this to you. If you have any questions, remember, you got to talk to me. I can't help you if I don't know you need help. All right? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.